Robin Hood Radio presents Stage Right or Not with Michele Willens. Michele is a longtime journalist and herself is a published playwright of several theatrical works. She's a frequent contributor to the Huffington Post, Daily Beast, and the Atlantic websites.
I promise it was sheer coincidence, but the 4 shows I saw this week that I am discussing today have very strong women's voices, either behind them or are about them. Now, these are not on Broadway. That would still be somewhat of a miracle, though I did see one on Broadway, which I will discuss here next week. What was that called? Straight White Men. So, on to off-Broadway and on to the girls. Now, pardon the somewhat derogatory term, but the first show I saw is called This One's for the Girls. It's a small musical playing twice a week at St. Luke's on West 42nd Street. Written by Dorothy Marcic, it has been a hit in Florida, apparently, and now is slowly gaining traction here via word of mouth. What is the soundtrack of your life? Asked the narrator, named Jana, right up front. She and 3 other performers, all with great voices as well as comedic chops, proceed for the next 90 minutes to give us the history of women over the last century, along with songs that tell their story. Now, I confess this was the soundtrack of my life, having been a child of the 50s and later a semi-activist in the 60s and so on. You know, wanting to be Sandra Dee before wanting to be Gloria Steinem. Well, here I was again, singing along with everything from I Wanna Be Bobby's Girl to R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Sure, it's a boomer-made show, but if you have daughters like mine who grew to appreciate, albeit laugh at, all those Johnnies, as in Johnny Angel and Johnny Get Angry, well, this will make for an ideal mother-daughter experience. If nothing else, they will enjoy the fact that their independent-minded feminist moms years before thought every time the phone rang, it must be him, or I'll just die. The performers are Audrey Heffernan-Meyer, Haley Swindal, Traci Bair, and Aneesa Folds, and they are all wildly talented.